Hey guys, this is Mandy Edwards with ME Marketing Services for another episode of Social Media Q&A. This week, I had 3 different people ask the same version of the same question. What are some ways to increase engagement on my Facebook page? I have 4 different ways that you guys can increase your tips or increase your engagement on Facebook. The first one would be to ask questions. It's very important to get to know your community and build that relationship, and you can ask them stuff, whether you want to do some research for something you're working on for your industry or just something completely random. You can ask questions. That will always get people to engage with you. I wouldn't do anything too heavy and deep because people don't want to think when they answer. It could be something as simple, if you have a social media business, a question, and it's something I did and got a good response from, would be, if Facebook went away tomorrow, what would be your social media network, platform of choice to use? And that got a good response from it. And almost everyone at that point said Google Plus or Twitter. But questions are really good, and that gives you a chance to really get to know your audience. Another one would be fun pieces of trivia. It could be trivia related to your industry. For example, if you are a jewelry store, you could do fun trivia about jewels from, Europe's royalty, or my mind's going blank on me, I'm sorry, the crown jewels in England is what I was trying to think of. There's different ways you can work it. I have one client that is a cosmetic surgeon, and we'll put out different off-the-wall kind of trivia facts about plastic surgery, such as when the first nose job was done. So if you put that type of stuff out there, people are going to engage because it may be something they don't know. Or you can phrase it of, did you know such and such, like if you didn't know it, something like that. Any, little tips like that to increase those types of engagement. Another thing is to share content. A great way to increase engagement and get people from other pages is to share stuff from other pages. For example, I'm a member of the Social Solutions Collective, and I'll frequently share different tips and blog posts that we post on our page back to my business page. And those who have not liked the Social Solutions page would see it on my business page and be engaged, and vice versa. Those who don't know my page will see it shared from the other and be able to engage that way. Plus, it's a great way of extending your knowledge out to your audience. They know that you're informed and you know where the great content is to share. But the last tip is, it kind of brings everything together. It all has to be relevant, though. You want relevant content because people are liking your page and following you on Facebook for the content you're putting out for your industry. For example, I'm in social media, so I'm going to put out content that has to do with social media, not random inspirational quotes 5 times a day that has nothing to do with what I'm doing. Now, I'm not saying inspirational quotes aren't great. They're good, used sparingly, but I'm not going to put a whole bunch of cat mamies out there. Or I'm not going to go tell you everything you need to know about the auto industry on my Facebook page considering I have a social media business, I know nothing about the auto industry. But that's the big point, is everything has to come down to relevant content. It has to pertain with what you are doing. If I'm going to follow a web designer, I'm following them for web design tips. I'm following for what's new and what changes are going on out there in web design. I'm not, looking for their Dave Ramsey quote on their page. If I want that type of information, I'll find a Dave Ramsey page and follow him. But that's the big key. Engagement all comes down to the content you share. Do the questions, the trivia, share other content, and make it relevant. People are following you for your industry and the information you are putting out. So I hope those tips will help you guys out. But look for my Facebook page on Tuesday, and I will have my social media Q&A graphic posted. And you can post your questions, and I'll answer them on a future episode. I hope you guys have a great day.